Now it's time for Lefties Losing It. And we need to speak about Joe. President Joe Biden's cognitive decline is hitting new lows. The poor man is dazed and confused, and when he appears lucid for a moment or two, we get bizarre stories and debunked lies. Today he told us he made it clear to Israel to stay out of Haifa. A little problem there. That's a major city in Israel, the third largest, in fact, after Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. So why is Biden telling the Israelis, don't move on there?
And I made it clear to Israelis, don't move on Haifa. It's just not, I mean, anyway, I just, look what we did recently when Israel was attacked.
President Biden is also telling a bizarre new story about his uncle perhaps being eaten by cannibals in New Guinea.
Uncle Bozy, he was shot down. He was an Army Air Corps before there was an Air Force. He got shot down in an area where there were a lot of cannibals in Guinea at the time. They never recovered his body.
Only a little problem. His uncle's plane, in which he was a passenger, didn't crash in New Guinea, and he wasn't shot down. According to official military records, state the aircraft plunged into the Pacific. Pentagon records state, for unknown reasons, this plane was forced to ditch in the ocean off the north coast of New Guinea. Both engines failed at low altitude and the aircraft's nose hit the water hard. The three men failed to emerge from the sinking wreck and were lost in the crash. One crew member survived and was rescued by a passing barge, but not according to the president, who, for reasons no one can explain, has begun spinning this bizarre variation to the story where the plane is shut down, his uncle is consumed by man-eating primitives, and he's so taken by this fantasy tale that he's repeated it twice in 24 hours.
My uncle, they called him Ambrose Brosey, they called him Bozy. My uncle Bozy was a hell of an athlete, they tell me, when he was a kid. And he became an Army Air Corps before the Air Force came along. He flew those single-engine planes as reconnaissance over war zones. And he got shot down in New Guinea. And they never found the body because there were a lot of cannibals for real in that part of New Guinea.
Bizarre, but it wasn't the only bizarre story Biden has told in the past couple of days. So yesterday, he was in his hometown of Scranton, Pennsylvania. And let's listen to this little tale and see if you can follow what in God's name the president is trying to convey here.
Today I showed up at the off-year convention, and I was in the motel, after the local motel, getting changed after the afternoon session, go back to the evening session. I'd come down with some young activists, a little older than me, but still young activists, who were involved in trying to reform the party. And I was in one of those 8x10 bathrooms, you know, they have, shower, toilet, and a sink, and I got a towel on me and shaving cream, and I hear bam, bam, bam at my door, really loudly. And I wonder, what the hell is that? I thought it was this guy, Bob Cunningham, on a radio show, and a couple other guys. So I said, okay, guys.
And after thrilling that tiny crowd with his confused tales from, 60 years ago, he hit a local petrol station in Pennsylvania to press the flesh with the locals, only no one seemed terribly excited to see him. And before he left, he took a single question from the assembled media. It was a serious question about China, steel tariffs, Xi Jinping, but this was the president's answer.
Don't jump.
Don't jump. That was his answer. Let's compare that to former President Donald Trump's visit to a bodega in New York City. Let's see the crowd reaction in this Democrat heartland part of the country.
We love Trump! 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 We love Trump!
That's in Harlem, folks. My gosh, just a little bit different to the reception Biden received during his little walkabout. And of course, Trump is in New York right now facing ridiculous, politically motivated criminal charges. Let's hear from one of the prospective jurors. Yesterday, a woman who had posted anti-Trump material on social media was added to the jury pool. The judge thought she was a fit and proper person to sit in the jury. And this woman, who we're about to hear from now, was only dismissed because of a scheduling conflict. Yeah, I'm sure Trump is going to get a fair trial with that judge and the likes of this woman.
Can you share your opinion of the former president and why you felt that you could be unbiased?
I'm not a fan. And I think his handling of COVID-19 was abysmal. I have a sister who's adopted from China, and the comments he made about China when he was running for president made her very anxious and therefore made me angry. There are policies he has supported that regard women and reproductive health that I do not agree with.
Yeah, she thought she could be unbiased and was only dismissed because of a scheduling issue. No wonder the overwhelming majority of Americans have little faith in the justice system. Now, we brought you footage of pro-Palestinian protesters blocking both sides of the Golden Gate Bridge yesterday. This went on for hours, causing absolute mayhem. Let's now take a look at how one of these protesters behaves as police free him from a barrel filled with concrete that he deliberately put his arm in. This man-child is another lefty losing it.
Ow, 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 ow!
I got it.
Ow!
I got you.
Ah!
Okay, hold on. By the numbers. All right, let go of your fingers. Let go.
Let go of the
Let go. Let go.
Ow, they're twisting
Let go of the
it!
bar.
They're twisting it for no reason!
Let go of the bar. Let go of the bar.
Western Medical!
Let go of the bar. Come on. Let go.
of the bar! Stop!
Let go of the bar.
Squeezing my hand!
Let go of the
Stop squeezing my hand!
Let go of the bar.
Stop squeezing my hand and twisting it! The rebar is cutting the inside of my hand! Stop prying my fingers!
the bar.
Stop prying! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Let go of the
Stop! Stop! You're hurting me!
Let go
Stop.
of the bar. He's free. He's free. Take him out. You got the arms? Okay. Get set up.
Oh, what can you say? There's a lot I could say, but I probably shouldn't. It's been a while since we featured Biden's White House Press Secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre. What's she been up to?
It's a different world. Ooh, than where it come from. Here we go. Yes, it is now.
And let's have a little Australian content. Here is an Instagram influencer, is that still a thing? Pining for the return of Dan Andrews and lockdowns. I think she's joking, but really, who can tell these days with so many lefties losing it?
I miss and support Dan Andrews, and I wish that he would come back and rule Melbourne and lock us all up, because they were the best times of my life when we had nowhere to go. We weren't allowed out after 8 p.m, 1 hour a day curfew. It made me feel loved. It made me feel special. Bring back Dan Andrews.